It's the weekend of Barbenheimer, and to finish it off, I saw Oppenheimer. From the first trailer of this film, I honestly didn't really know what kind of movie this was going to be, other than it was going to be about the guy who made the atomic bomb. With a hugely stacked cast, directed by Christopher Nolan, with a runtime of 3 hours, and rated R. So how was this, and is this the masterpiece that a lot of people on Letterboxd seem to think it is? I will say this is not Nolan's best work. I would probably say this is his 6th best movie. That being said, let's start with the positives first. This movie looks fantastic. Now, it doesn't have any crazy over-the-top amazing cinematography like a lot of his other films, but this film is a wartime drama about a guy building a big bomb, so it doesn't have to. The sound design was top-notch in this. I mean, my seat was shaking from a lot of the scenes. It really puts you into the film, and also his use of silence was really well used. Cillian Murphy is definitely a standout in this movie. He does a fantastic job, and he really gets into the character of Oppenheimer. He is definitely going to win some awards for this role. Other people who did a really good job in this are Matt Damon, Emily Blunt, and Robert Downey Jr. I'll get into the rest of the cast later. I think Nolan did a good job with direction, and the writing was well told for the most part. Some things I would have ordered differently in the movie, but that's just me. I honestly didn't think this movie was going to be pretty much a court drama without the court, since he's under trial with his involvement with commies. I also like how you can see the effects on his morality of not just creating the bomb, but also dropping the bomb on Japan, and how that really affected Oppenheimer altogether. Some really good dialogue scenes and interactions with characters throughout this film. Now some of my nitpicks and negatives. Like I said earlier, the cast is stacked in this, and this is even for characters that have little to no dialogue, are actors that you know, such as Jack Quaid, Rami Malek, Josh Peck, Gary Oldman, Casey Affleck, and I can just keep going. Let's talk about this movie being rated R and also Florence Pugh, since I think they go hand in hand. This film could have easily been PG-13 if it wasn't for the unnecessary nudity that it had. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not normally one to complain about nudity in a movie, especially if it's from Florence Pugh, but in the context of this film being a wartime drama, it just felt really out of place for this movie, especially how much we got of it. Also, she was just kind of there for him to lust over. She didn't really have much of a character other than that. There were parts that felt slow in this, especially in the middle half, and you definitely do feel that runtime. I also was really confused with the black and white scenes in the beginning of the movie. Normally this signifies like a flashback during a film, but it was not the case in this movie. Later I realized it was whose perspective the film was showing. I still wasn't a really big fan of this decision though. Also, when we finally get to see the bomb go off, it's only really the test bomb, and it really wasn't that impressive. I thought that was going to be the tease, and later we're going to see the actual bomb get dropped on Japan, but that wasn't the case. I think if we actually saw the bomb hit the city, that scene would have been a lot more impactful than the scene that we get with him talking to all the people and him just seeing like visions and stuff. Just the imagery alone of the mushroom cloud and just the whole movie being silent would have been a lot better than what we got. In all, this movie was long, had good character development for the lead, and it had an intriguing story. This is why I give Oppenheimer a 9 out of 10. If you guys like this review, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, hit that follow button. And as always, thanks for watching.